Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, fellowship for today. Happy birthday to you. And many more. All right, here's a new song that I wrote with my friend Amy Bishop. It's pretty easy to catch on to. So I hope you'll sing along with me once we get to the part where you know what you're doing. Gonna climb this mountain, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Pretty easy. Gonna climb this mountain, gonna climb this mountain, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, no doubt about it, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Leave behind what's weighing me down, leave behind what's weighing me down, wash away what's holding me back. My heart is falling, face forward, feet on the ground, living in this courage I've found. The sky is calling, gonna climb this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Leave behind what's weighing me down, wash away what's holding me back. My heart is falling, face forward, feet on the ground, living in this courage I've found. The sky is calling. Gonna climb this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Leave behind what's weighing me down, wash away what's holding me back. My heart is falling, face forward, feet on the ground, living in this courage I've found. The sky is calling. Gonna climb this mountain, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. One step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. Yeah, one step at a time. Love you. See you soon.
Hello, welcome everyone to our 38th year anniversary celebration here at the Fellowship. I'm so glad that you can join in, and let's start with a centering meditation. So I'll invite you to just take a moment to find a nice comfortable position in your body. If you're seated, just take a moment and just anchor in. Think of relaxing your whole body, feet on the floor, sit bones on your chair, and perhaps thinking of a nice open, present position. And if it feels comfortable, maybe gently closing your eyes or gazing downward. And let's take a few slow, deep breaths in together. Inhaling together as one, and exhaling together as one. And just taking a few of these breaths so we fully arrive here in this moment, and just allowing any of the tension or stress of the day just slowly leave or melt away with each of our exhale breaths. And we're just preparing ourselves for centering, for deep listening. And just to help really align ourselves with the divine. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose or mouth if that feels more comfortable today. And let yourself receive the love, the light, and the wisdom that is here today, and we'll be open to the messages of this love, light, wisdom. And just noticing the rhythm and the flow of the breath of our life force energy. It's flowing through our body. And with each breath, let it soften and slow. And now I invite you to envision the soles of your feet just opening and dropping down into the earth like roots, growing into our dear, dear Mother Earth. And let these roots spread out and connect us with everyone here today, and perhaps joining later. And feel this rooting, this connecting like a webbing of support, a grounding, an anchoring of that light, that love, that wisdom. And with each breath, we are dropping down into this calm spaciousness place. And while rooting down, we are also lifting, reaching up. And so we can maybe envision reaching up our branches, expanding, and plugging into our highest light. And just letting go to the grace of this two-way flow. And from this space, let us listen deeply to the message we receive today. And with our beginner's mind, let us be willing to release old patterns and to be open and receptive to love's message. Maybe adding a smile from the inside and out and wiggling fingers and toes and just taking a deep breath as we come back into our space here.
Here's a sing-along song from our Singer Songbook, Linda Hogan's We Are One Family. We are one family, only one family, filling the universe with perfect light. Children of destiny, living in harmony, loving our unity, shining bright. Good times and bad times have come our way, bringing us home to the love in this day. This is a season of simple things, a time to rejoice in the homecoming dream. We are one family, only one family, filling the universe with perfect light. Children of destiny, living in harmony, loving our unity, shining bright. Searching and questioning, trying to find peace and contentment, a quiet mind. Seasons and passages that never end. Now is the moment, let peace begin. We are one family, only one family, filling the universe with perfect light. Children of destiny, living in harmony, loving our unity, shining bright, shining bright. We are one family, living light. May it be so.
And now it's time in our service for the blessings of the tithes and offerings. So thank you so much for all of the donations that come in for the fellowship and really supporting the fellowship for now 38 years, right? In this unusual way, and that continued support in this unusual time is just so appreciated, and so grateful that everyone is choosing to be together, to keep this beautiful community together by watching and also by donating. So thank you so much. And we will now read together the blessings of the tithes and offering, and it's going to show right up on the screen. So let's do that together. The light of divine love shines eternally, blessing and multiplying our tithes and offerings. I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and to spare. And thank you so much.
Happy anniversary, fellowship. I cannot wait till we can all be together again. And when we are, I'm going to give each and every one of you a giant hug. Look forward to that day, and happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, fellowship.
Happy anniversary, fellowship.
Hello, fellowship, and happy 38th birthday.
Julia and I have been going
to the fellowship for a combined 50 years.
Many nights we prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood. But we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will when you believe. In this time of fear, when prayers so often proved in vain, hope seemed like a somber bird too swiftly flown away. Now I'm standing here with heart so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is
now it is my great pleasure to introduce two amazing reverends that we all know here at the fellowship for today. And they are our teachers, our mentors, our inspiration. And they are the Reverend Beth Montetith and the Reverend Mary Sabaj.
First, I'd like to thank you, Mary, for giving me an impossible assignment to try to cover the fellowship's early years briefly. And I hope I can sort of reach that goal. So, the fellowship had its roots at Unity of Greater Lansing when Amalia Frank was the junior minister there. And somehow, I'm not sure how it happened, but the word kind of passed and it came to me to go to the early service at Unity and hear the speaker. And that was our little Amalia. And if I was to say who started the fellowship, I'd have to say it was Amalia Frank. She was a little 4'10" energy of powerful teaching and music and in your face, change your thoughts message. And she gathered the group that later became the fellowship for today. So we were at this 9:30 service, and she would challenge us every week to change our thinking, because our thinking was creating our lives, and to do things differently, to start the pattern of change for us. And she used to tell us, for sure, drive a different way to work, because that new idea would set the stage for change. Amalia was also a music teacher, and she had us singing our ideas and listening to her sing them to us. And it energized us as a community, and it developed, I think, the fellowship as a community founded on music. And very soon after Amalia moved to Washington and we were without her, the fellowship became an initiated group really through the leadership of Jim Noble and Tommy Raines, that we needed to go out now on our own and develop a teaching, learning Sunday service. And so off we went to Highland Street in that little wonderful little church, and Tommy started calling people around the country, I think, to come in and be speakers for us, and also found a few of us in the group that might be speakers. And we, at that point, a lot of us were studying A Course in Miracles. It was new, it had just sort of hit the culture, and we were fascinated by it. And I might say that Amalia did not think The Course in Miracles was worth our time, because she said, that's everything we've been teaching all along, and it's written in that great big book. But for some of us, and I am definitely one who studies the daily course lessons and is still taught by the essential spiritual message of the course, that the fellowship became centered to a great extent around the teachings from Unity, especially in my case, Emily Cady and Myrtle Fillmore, and also the Course in Miracles. I'd say our essential belief and message and practice was that our thoughts are always creating our lives. And so change your thoughts, change your life. Keep yourself focused on I am always in the right place at the right time. That I am the divine child of God, of the universe, and divine direction is available to me if I open myself to it. And forgive, forgive, forgive. Allow yourself to erase the past, erase any kind of limiting thoughts that you're holding for any situation or any person, because again, your life will and always does reflect your consciousness. So if your consciousness is angry and judgmental, that's what you'll get. But if you stay with the idea that I am the divine child of God and I am directed in ways and paths of peace and love, that's what we'll live. So that's my little synopsis of the beginning of the fellowship, and I'm going to conclude with this wonderful quote from A Course in Miracles. Every loving thought is true. Everything else is an appeal for healing and help, regardless of the form it takes. So again, Mary, thank you for giving me the impossible task of trying to summarize our early fellowship, and I'm thrilled to be able to address our group today.
Happy Anniversary Fellowship. What a pleasure and how heartwarming it is to share a message today with our lovely Reverend Beth Montetith, who has been a mentor for me for so many years now. Love her so much. I will always remember how David Dubuque, longtime and beloved fellowship member, expressed his devotion about the fellowship, to the fellowship. And I know that he is with us here today. In fact, he made his transition 1 year ago this month. But he said on a number of occasions, it doesn't matter who is speaking on Sunday or who the musician is, who's providing the music. If it's the fellowship, I'll be there. So what he was trying to say is that the fellowship Sunday service experience is so much more than just listening to a favorite speaker or a favorite musician. But when he made that statement, I'll be there, he had no idea that a time would come when the only way of being there would be watching a virtual live stream on Facebook or watching a YouTube video. but we are celebrating 38 years of spiritual community, and we can now add, through a pandemic, to the many and varied experiences that we've had over the years. This week I posted a quote on our fellowship Facebook page that resonated with so many people. And the quote is, "Gratitude helps us see what is instead of what isn't." And when I came across this quote, it reminded me not only how important gratitude is, but it reminded me of our 3 primary fellowship teachings, our fellowship guiding principles. The first one being fellowship guiding principle number 3, our thoughts, beliefs, and feelings create our experience of the world. In every moment, we have the ability to choose gratitude, and to choose to see what is instead of what isn't. And this is what creates our life experience. Over the last 18 months, we have been presented with an amazing opportunity to grow our patience, our perseverance, and to use the many spiritual tools that we have been putting in our toolboxes over the last 38 years. We have been given the opportunity to open our minds and hearts to accept and allow, even when things appear to be so different, especially when they appear to be so different. Operating with our ego minds, we can absolutely recondition our brains to respond instead of react. We can create the habit of being grateful and choosing to see what is instead of what isn't. But this can be a white knuckle journey, if you know what I mean, like driving in a snowstorm. Constant, exhausting focus. Course correcting every second in that snowstorm, and that feeling of fear being present so much of the time. But this is where fellowship guiding principles 1 and 2 come in. Number 1, the essence of our being is spirit. We gather together knowing that the divine God is love and unites us all. And fellowship guiding principle number 2, fellowship for today recognizes a supreme spiritual presence, a divine oneness called by many names. When we are operating from wholeheartedness, not ego, mind in heart, our true nature, operating from our true nature, one with this magnificent divine presence that is all good and all love. As awakened beings of love and light, we are in the flow of well-being, and seeing what is instead of what isn't with gratitude comes so naturally and so easily. No white knuckle journey. So what is for the fellowship? For me, what is for the fellowship is we're here for each other. And we bring a message of love into this world. A message that changes lives. We are learning, living love together. And together, we are a force, a powerful force of love and light. We are called together to raise and hold the vibration of ourselves and of our world in the highest energy of love, peace, joy, and abundance. As we sustain and strengthen our awareness of unity with our source, our God. So from this higher consciousness, with grateful hearts, let us join together to see what is instead of what isn't. Let us see love, for that is all there is. Thank you.
All right, I've had this tune in my head for a long time, and I'm honored to bring it to you on this Fellowship Anniversary Sunday as a fellowship blessing. We recognize the light we are, each perfect soul a shining star, each precious life a gift to give, that all in love may truly live. This is our song, and may it be the one we sing eternally in fellowship and unity. When chaos reigns and discord rules, and all the folly ship of fools, we have the power to impart our light, our love to darkened hearts. The thoughts we think, the dreams we see, the words we speak can set us free in fellowship and unity. We are love, we are light, we are beacons of hope in the darkness of night. We are wrong, we are one, we are shining together, one brilliant radiant sun. Now may our bonds of love increase, draw all together in one piece, till everyone one vision holds, as Spirit's wondrous plan unfolds, embracing all humanity, that all may now and ever be in fellowship and unity. This is the song of truth that we now sing in perfect harmony, in fellowship and unity. This is the song of truth that we now sing in perfect harmony, in fellowship and unity. Let it be so.
And oh, thank you so much, everyone. big thanks to Gary Lynn Floyd, Corey Williams, Linda Abar, our Reverends Beth Montetith and Reverend Mary Sabaj. What a wonderful service. Oh, so glad that we could all participate. And we have one announcement, and this is a memorial service for our dear, dear friend Tom Brown, who was a member here of our fellowship family. He has passed, and a service will be a week from today at the Song of the Morning Ranch. At this point, it looks like late afternoon. The details will be in the announcement. So his daughter mentioned she would love anyone from the fellowship, she would love for them to participate in that service. And thank you, just everyone, for being a part of this, just this wonderful anniversary celebration, 38 years being together. So just so glad that you all could be here and for sharing this experience. We're going to have our peace circle, and we'll have our closing blessing will be up on the screen, and look forward to seeing everyone next week.